small thing, like a space or an accent mark, can change the meaning of a sentence completely. You don't believe me? Listen to these two sentences. Por ti lo hago todo, porque me quieres. Por ti lo hago todo, porque me quieras. They have completely different meanings. But if you don't see the difference just yet, keep watching. Let's get started looking at the main differences between these four words, explained as clearly as possible and with some examples so you can see the differences. Porque. Why? Porque means why, and it is very easy to use because it works exactly the same as in English. When you want to ask why, you have to write porque, and remember that it's made of two separated words with an accent mark over the E. Take a look at this example. ¿Por qué has venido? Why have you come? Remember that as a question word, it can also be used in indirect questions. No sé por qué has venido. I don't know why you have come. Every time you want to ask why, whether it is directly or indirectly, use porque. Porque, because. In English, when you ask a question using why, you'll probably get an answer beginning with because. This is also true in Spanish. In this case, we will translate because as porque and write it as just one word without an accent mark. Use this word only when you are giving your reasons. ¿Por qué has venido? Porque tengo tiempo libre. Why have you come? Because I have some free time. As in English, you will find porque when reporting events as well. Me dijo que no vendría porque no tenía tiempo. He told me he would not come because he didn't have time. So far, we have seen two words that work in the same way, both in Spanish and in English. Good. Now let's get to the fun stuff. El porqué. The reason. When you write them together and add the accent mark over the E, you will have el porqué, which is normally translated as the reason or sometimes as why, used as a noun. Porqué can be used with an article and have a plural form, as in English, whys, and be modified by adjectives. See these examples. No entiendo el porqué de tu decisión. I don't understand the reason behind your decision. Or, todo tiene un porqué. Everything has a reason. ¿Por qué? For which? Porque, as two words without an accent mark, is definitely the most difficult and the less commonly used of the four porqués. It can be translated as for which, but there are going to be times when you will have to translate it as why or even so that. We'll see. We're going to see two specific situations in this video. One, write por qué when you have a preposition por and the relative pronoun que. In these situations, you will be able to translate it as for which, and you will be able to change it in Spanish for por el que o por la que, or por el cual, por la cual. Example. Esa es la razón por qué vine. That's the reason for which I came. Or esa es la razón por la que, por la cual vine. 2. Write por qué when a phrasal verb using por is followed by que. So examples of Spanish phrasal verbs that use por can be preocuparse por, to worry about or to take care of, or luchar por, to fight for, or decidirse por, to decide. Let's see one example. Me preocupo porque no tengas problemas. I take care so that you don't have problems. And that's all regarding the 4 porqués in Spanish. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and you will hear from me soon. Hasta pronto!